1 second. I'm listening to True Love by Kanye West. Anywho, wait. So, sorry for the sun blinding you guys in the background, but anyway, let's get to business. So, Sunday we went into our technical analysis. After that prolonging video, I don't even think I ever posted it. If I haven't, I need to post it now. So, whatever the case is. Anyway, did that. Anticipated our highest probability days for execution, which was Tuesday. Tuesday, no news. And yeah. So, let's recap this nice win. So, we took this trade on 2 accounts before actually getting into it. Oh, shoot, my screen. How do you use this? Bam, bingo. We're still at Starbucks, we're still in public, and I've been recording these videos like 2 days late, by the way. Like, this is a day late, but funny enough, our entire technical analysis was right. Price retraced actually back all the way up into that daily fair value gap, projected, now breaking structure to the downside, which we read the market's like a freaking book. So now we're going back down. So anywho, let me enlarge my screen a bit, show the P&L. So on one position, we actually on one account, okay, the truck. On one account, it was a $1,000 win. So we'll go to not today, last week. So this is this week. I don't know if you guys can see. There you go. That's a $1,000 win. And then on my other account, it was a 18.6K. So total for that night, we made around 20 grand. Playing the buy to the upside on gold. So let's go into that. Nice little win. So let's break it down. What, why, how, what happened during the trade? Why did that happen? There's a cool car. Some old Jaguar. Like 1813's Jaguar. I'm joking. They weren't made back then. When were cars made? That's a great question. When were automobiles invented? I'm curious. 1855. This table's wobbling. I'm getting distracted. Okay. Stay composed, stay calm. Anywho, so let's recap the trade. I'll actually, of course, my ON a chart is, I removed all the drawings, whatever, we have Blackwell chart. So this is where our majority of technical analysis was done on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, oh my gosh, Sunday. So we know we did not tap back into this weekly order block, but with breaking structure to the downside, we know how market structure works: higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows. Whatever the case is, you know, whether you want to complain about it or not, say SMC, ICT, support and resistance, whatever. You know, this is how market moves: higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows. So just created a lower low, broke structure to the downside. Of course, we need to retrace back to the upside in order to continue pushing back down. And now this is where it actually gets intriguing. We never tapped back into the daily order block, but we did break structure on 4-hour back to the upside. I will show that in 1 second. So whatever the case was, yes, there was a fair value gap here, but this was more of an extreme fair value gap that we could have seen a retracement. Why? Because in order to make a weekly move back to the downside, you need some nice pressure. If I go on daily and we look, this was actually the candlestick at which we broke to the downside. And note, once we broke structure on daily, we were bearish for a good week. Now think about it like this: if we break structure on this candle, Think about how many banks missed this entry and entered along the way back down. So many. So what are they like? They're like, whoa. Missed this entry, this beautiful break of structure, and guess what's in it? Damn, imbalance for value gap. So what are they going to do? They're going to push price back up to fill this imbalance, push price back to the downside, continuing that market structure pattern. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So, common sense, we need to start using our brain. So, that's what happened. You can see that's exactly what's happening right now. I targeted this draw liquidity, took both of these out, retraced back into the order block, push price back to the downside. So right now, if I were actually looking at this trade, if I were looking to take this, I probably would have entered on this break structure right here or this during 5 a.m. But no need to trade, and I don't trade gold market open, so that's just me personally. Well, whatever the case is, now we're going 4 hour. Just want to show you, yes, we did break structure to the upside on Sunday, and then we were just literally just continuing to break structure. So now actually going into the trade in and of itself, we entered this off of either 15-minute or I'm pretty sure it was a 15-minute or 5-minute candle close, break of structure to the upside, but whatever the case was, that's what we entered off of. We ended up taking 2 positions. This was our New York position, obviously during New York session, and then we took another position around the Asian session, and I'll explain why for that as well. So when I took the New York session trade, I was like, okay, this looks like an A+ setup for me. I was actually going to take it on demo, but I was like, why would I take the trade on demo when I have a funded account? Yeah, I don't know. And so anyway, I took the trade on the funded account, and I did realize, but I didn't care enough to mark out. Yes, we did retrace into this order block and filled imbalance right here, pushing price back to upside. Once we did that, I seen, okay, we rejected within a 4-hour fair value gap for around 8 hours. Had enough time to fill orders. Okay, we're going to push price back to the upside. Our entry, if I go in 15-minute, somewhere in this area. It was somewhere in this area on whatever time. I'm pretty sure it was 15-minute time frame. I don't think this was accurate. Maybe it was here, or maybe it was probably here, if I'm being honest. Yeah. It's probably there. Anywho. And our second entry was somewhere right about actually up here. So second entry was here with a stop like down here, and then first entry was here, the stop around here. So I was thinking of risking more on this trade. On our 200K account, we put 7 lots. I was planning on actually going with 8 or 10, which literally would have almost tripled how much we made. I was like, whatever. Just we're here to take consistent trades and here to be able to do it time in, time out again. Keep our win rate consistent, and that's what we're doing. So I was like, okay, I'm fine with having a decent size SL, but I made sure that with having a decent size SL, we also have a validating stop loss that, okay, if price retraces here, that means we were wrong. If price would have retraced here, sure, it could have taken out these lows, continued the move back to the upside, but it wouldn't have. Why? Because we broke structure. That's exactly what we did here, actually. Then broke structure back to upside. Simply from there, it was a whole lot of waiting game. We had some chop, came down, took at these lows again during Asian session, swept liquidity, pushed price back to the upside, closed at 11, broke structure on hourly. Then from London session literally just killed it. We fell asleep, woke back up. We were like 14K floating profit. We're like, oh shoot, in like this area. So, and this is 4 hour, not even closed yet. If I go in 4 hours, this is one huge candlestick. So London session really continued price to the upside. Came in, hit TP during around 4 a.m., 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m., and from there we went back to sleep. I mean, we were already asleep, but yeah. So what, why, how? So just explain what happened during the trade. But why did we take this trade? We took this trade because it was following within our bias back to the upside. Why? Because we knew we had to retrace back to the upside in order to keep going lower. We broke structural and daily. We know we're bearish. But now, in order to actually continue lower, pushing price further bearish, we need to retrace back to the upside. Price has to go up so it can go down. We know this. So that's why we took this trade following that retracement, that daily retracement and 4-hour retracement, macro retracement back to the upside, for overall continuing to play back to the downside. So next week we have our bias. Next week is going to be a very, very, very good trading week. We can actually check right now. Forex Factory. I know it's the highest probability week out of the entire month. Yeah, Empire State Manufacturing, core retail sales, no news on Wednesday, no news on Friday. October Fed speaks, but Thursday Fed speaks, but we're not going to be trading that day, so we're good. But for the majority, if I'm going to go in on Sunday, do our analysis for the week and see everything, see the most probable trading days. But I really do think it's going to be Wednesday, London session probably Tuesday, Monday, London session. Recently, we've been trading London session just because of how market structure moves and follows. We've been entering, pattern I've noticed, we've been entering during Asian session. Market follows during London session, hitting CP all the time. So I'm going to continue with what works, because that's how price moves. Banks during London session follow what Asian session does because Asian session puts price in discount. So London session can buy and be like, yay, let's go. So, yeah, that's the what, why, and then now the how. How can we continue to replicate these trades? By following within our bias, by being patient enough to wait for those 15-minute break structures, hourly break structures, whatever the case we need to wait for. Even hourly retracements, even daily retracements. Like for this play, if I were to be like, okay, I'm not going to trade all week, I'm only going to trade this play, that would also be another example of patience, sitting there waiting through all this retracement just to play the move back down. We need to have patience within these markets. We cannot sit here frantically wanting to take positions every single day. That's not the point. If you're able to go into the markets and execute and make 20, 30 grand in a single position on a single week and find the most probable days to trade, that's how you do it time in and time out again. So that really just is the key to it, by sitting there and knowing when to trade, when to not trade, and finding the most probable days to trade. I recommend everyone to go into your calendar, your Forex Factory, and get a calendar and write down the most probable days to trade. Because at home, I have my own calendar, paper calendar, where I write down no news day, highest probability week for trading, monthly goals, whatever the case is, and I know when to execute and I know how to execute. And so I recommend everyone to do that. Really, really do. It's very, very beneficial because you have an insight and it clicks in your brain and you're like, okay, so this day is going to be a winning day. What do I need to do? What do I need to focus on during this day in order to make it a winning day? And when you do that, your mind starts to turn on and become sensible to the, certain indifferences in price action. And you're like, okay, so this is happening, this break structure is happening. Okay, you're locked in on that day, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. And something, I'm like, I don't show my email, but like an email, Kazi, Upwork notification. I don't even use Upwork, but something. Oh, and yes, this was for our, I don't want to open it, but for our 200K phase 1 challenge, we passed that one trade. 200K phase 2, we're going to pass on one trade as well. And then, funny enough, let's read this together. So TFT ended up sending me an email. Actually, I'm not going to say that. I don't want to get in trouble. But TFT did end up sending me an email, and let's read it together. They said, congratulations, you're officially invited to join us in Miami. Big congrats to you. You're one of the most profitable traders on our platform. You have earned it. We want to personally invite you to an all-in-person experience with us in Miami. This would be a weekend-long trip where we cover all expenses and host you in this amazing city. You will meet our CEO, Angelo, and other team members while having the opportunity to participate in a professional podcast episode. So I need to submit the form. They're going to fly me out to Miami. I need to go with my dad. So I need to get him a business class ticket, or actually need to get me a business class ticket. Even though they're already paying for everything. They just said if you bring a guest, you gotta pay for the ticket. So I think that was really cool. Thank you to TFT for inviting me out. I know this video actually won't be posted for a while, probably for like another month until it's public. Actually, maybe less than a month, because our first funded 200K trade, that is what'll be posted. And then I'll unarchive all of this, and then everyone can see like the build up to it, how we got from here, from like the beginning of being unprofitable to like where we are right now being profitable. So I think that would be cool. But yeah, fly landed on me. Those things are ugly too. Anywho, that was a trade for this week. Only took one position. Our goal was literally to only take one position, just to go into the market, execute on days where we know we can execute, and go on and do whatever else we'd like to. So price is still going to continue dropping, still going to continue breaking structures to the downside. If anyone catches this move, congratulations, you played it smart, you were very intelligent. And yeah, that's really all I have to say for today. And the war in Israel is horrible right now. Hopefully we don't start World War III. I pray we don't. Get right with Jesus. I need to get right with Jesus. We all do. For his return is near. The rapture soon, my friends. Okay, I'm going off topic. That's everything. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna get a chocolate croissant or something, or sit here and look at BMW i8 roadster prices. BMW i8 roadster, be quiet. Become profitable first. I'm joking. I love you guys. Thank you for watching this video. Yes, I'm exhausted, but you know, gonna go out, kill it, have an amazing day. And yeah, I love you guys. And I will see you soon, you goof goobers.